Alright, so after hours. When you return to Seamstress's Union in the early hours of the morning, it seems a completely different place, bereft of the normal crowd that haunts it. The bar feels desolate, almost abandoned. It's eerie, like the black hallways of hotels and shopping malls. But you finally have a break in your case, a sample of the Ripper's blood. You just need to find someone to help you analyze it. Without its colorful staff, cast of regulars and posing tourists, the Union feels hollow. The front bar and lounge are deserted except for a handful of janitors. Mrs. Kobata is in the back. Hey, I just swept there. Alright, let's see what we got. Gathered around an intimate back bar, Mrs. Kobata and her coterie gather for a breakfast, with a lady herself doing some cooking. The smell of soy calf and something resembling sausages fills the room. What's in these sausages? Let's see. Evening, sir. What's the word around town, Mr. Chloe? There's been more talk of the Ripper killings. Some people are saying they're hate crimes on account of the victims all being human. What if I told you the prime suspects were an elf and troll? Still doesn't mean the killings are racially motivated. People are just too quick to label something a hate crime. Check the census, say still 66% humans. Close your eyes and throw a rock. You're more than likely to hit a human. Doesn't make it a hate crime. Still a crime though, and that should be enough. It's the first real rise you've seen out of Mr. Chloe, but he reins himself in a roll of his thick shoulders and a smoothing of his jacket. Don't worry, not gonna start throwing rocks. Wouldn't want to reinforce the stereotype. I'll leave you to your business, sir. Okay, that was a little weird. Ohio. Would you like some... Forgive me, oh man. But you look like hell. Thanks, that's just the welcome I was looking for. She looks you over, noting the signs of your nocturnal activities. She nods. Any run you can walk away from is a good run. I agree. Good to be back in one piece. It's good to have you back. I can tell you have been busy. I can see by the look on your face that there's something you need. Is this about the Ripper? Yep, I found some DNA evidence and need help analyzing it. This is excellent. I will unlock the piano as you may go downstairs. I am certain someone in the safe house will be able to help you if they are awake. It is likely that you will visit the Matrix before the day is done. May I take a sausage? Take the whole plate. Thank you. I do like sausage. Sausage is num num, good, good, good. Let's see. Let's go down. The digital world. You've been doing a lot of legwork on this job, but it's going to require a trip to cyberspace and back to ID the Ripper, the Matrix, the cybernetic analog of inside the grid, the worldwide computer network, a digital world, information brought to life. Inside cyberspace, your avatar does all the work while your meat body's left behind. All around your avatar are pathways to other nodes, filled with data, IC, counter-intrusion programs, and other jacked-in runners. Cyberspace has as many dangers as the meat world, and more. Locked doors, security countermeasures, and black IC that can fry a Decker's brain. Every moment you make in the Matrix can be tracked. If you aren't careful, get dumb shocked. out and your brain gets fuzzy for a bit, get hit by an enemy decker, and you can die. It's a pretty nasty place. Pretty nasty place. Was hoping to get some peace and quiet tonight. You got something for me? I got a flight recorder. Wouldn't happen to be an Ares flight recorder, would it? Some very powerful buyers are looking for that right now. Get rid of it for you, say 20%. That leaves 2,000 for you. Huh. Deal. Pleasure doing business. I got 6,000 back. Yay. David Fry too. Morning, you look like you've been up all night. You look like you've seen some action too. Can either of you do a DNA analysis of the blood? Doc Castle's equipment isn't really up for that. However, I can employ a semiconductor chip. It could decode DNA using a voltage change instead of light. That would eliminate the use of highly expensive equipment that would be required otherwise. He brightens. I just read a journal about it, so the information's still fresh. Frankly, it should be easy. What do you want to know about it? The owner's identity. Oh, that's beyond me. All I can get you is the gene code sequence. Well, that's where I come in, David. If you can get me that code sequence, I'm pretty sure we can track its owner down via matrix run. Will do. Let me have your DNA you want to test. Give Fry the blood sample. Dash, when David gives me the sequence, I'll jack in and help trace the blood sample back to its source. We just get to work. A question, if I may. I think it's the Ripper's blood. No Drek. Turns to Johnny excited. Wake up, Johnny boy. We've got work to do. And Dash, if you need any gear, I'll be right here. I just got a second wind. Meet you at my rig, Dash. Take a look. Auto saved it. Johnny clean. Thanks to the semiconductor-based gene sequencing system that David employed, we should have the information we need to track the Ripper in the Matrix. I'm really impressed with his results. Considering it was his first attempt, he was utilizing an unproven technique he'd read about in a science journal, and he was working from memory on a minimal sleep. That's great, Professor. What's the plan? We hit the Lone Star DNA database first to see if our donor has a prior criminal record. They have extensive DNA archives. Then, we go hunting based on what we find. Let's hit the decks and jack into the Matrix. I can get into their private grid easily, but I've got to warn you, once we're in, it could get a little rough. How much decking experience have you had? No experience. What now? See if you have more decking experience, you actually get different results. I'm pretty damn good. Experience down. I have the trade net here. I have a trade net here. It's a headband you wear that lets you piggyback me in the Matrix. You'll see and hear everything I do. So, I guess we're gonna play as Johnny Clean. He's got execute attacker ESP. Creates an attacker expert system program. Killer, level 1, powerful attack program, directed at one target. Medic, suppression, and sniffer. Increases chance to hit versus enemy IC and attacks. And Deckers by 15% for 3 rounds. Reduces alarm state by 4. So that could be very useful. Your synapses light up as you connect your conscious to the digital world. Although you aren't jacked in like Johnny, the sensation is overwhelming and electrifying. You can only imagine the way it feels for him. So yeah, this is the Matrix. A little different than Neo, but yeah. That arch will take us to the next node. So this is where this is the first node we're at. That takes us back. We don't want to go back right now. We're going to go into that. The arch, the gateway. Right? Or am I wrong? Am I wrong? That's supposed to take us there. There it goes. The data store ahead is defended by intrusion countermeasures. Alright. There's the enemies. The white ICs, intrusion countermeasures. This is a white sentry. That's another white, I guess. Alright, so let's see here. Put these. Overwatch. Okay, well, I got their attention. Let's see what else I can do. Do a medic on myself. I think that's a one-time use, so I'm not sure if I want to use it right now. Killer I'd like to use though. On him. Shoot. Okay, and that's basically the ESP. Sounds weird when you put it down there. It's an attack program, but yeah. Area effect. Can I use it? Try it like that. Dang it. One more round until I can use a heal. There. IC is down. Let's see if there's a match for his fingerprints. Hack DNA database. DNA match located. 100% match. Arrest records database. Subject Silas Forberg. Status deceased. Chop shot surgical assistant. priors, breaking and entering 2 counts, public indecency 1 count, brought in for questioning on accusations of unlicensed plastic surgery. No charges were filed. 100% match to a dead man. Let's keep looking. Alright, we got 2 nodes here. Oi. The more we stay in the Matrix, the more there's attention drawn to us. So... got 2 more hits on the name. That was big girl. Let's see. There you go. News article. Newsnet. Return on subject. Silas Forsberg. The body of Silas Forsberg, a chop shop surgical assistant, was found in an apartment in Snohomish earlier this week. The body had been there for as long as a month when Forsberg landlord noticed a rancid smell and contacted authorities. Lone Star representatives have issued a statement saying Forsberg's death had been ruled a suicide. According to reports, his body is a mass of puncture wounds, and the cause of death was determined to be an overdose of anti-stress medication and sedatives. The man's employer claims he was a dedicated employee, though he suffered from bouts of depression. Forsberg's next of kin could not be located, but the attorney appointed to his estate has located a will written weeks prior, leaving all of his belongings to his psychiatrist. The identity of the psychiatrist has not been released due to privacy concerns, yet another sad end of a life, as is far too common here in the sprawl. So, jack out of the land. That might be something we can use. Curious of what's over here. Data control. I don't know why he's not going. Autopsy records. It's 2 centuries though. Be nice if I could bring him over. There you go. There you go. Nice. Oh, okay. Wheel. Rather have my attack program go after him than me, because, or him. Hacked autopsy reports. Autopsy reports. Records. Subject Silas Forberg notes subject was found overdosed on half a dozen different sedatives. Several anti-anxiety medication were also found in his system. Face was mutilated, possibly self-inflicted. Identity could not be confirmed immediately due to his disfigurement. Had to check dental records to confirm. No next of kin. Large puncture wounds were found in several places on the body, possibly large bore surgical needles. Body had been decomposing for several weeks before the landlord noticed the smell and called the police when no one answered the door. Oh boy. This just keeps getting weirder. Oh yeah. Okay, so that should be everything we got over here. Just head on over. Head on out. Head on out. Head on out. Alright, I'm gonna save for right now. Okay. And thank you for watching, and like, comment, see how I'm doing, and thank you so much for watching.